Ohayou gozaimasu. Welcome to our training video of the Kata Taikyoku Jodan series. This video is intended for you to learn and practice at home. In this video, we will cover the Taikyoku Kata Jodan 1, 2, and 3. The Taikyoku Kata were originally created by Gichin Funakoshi in the 1920s. The Taikyoku Jodan kata are a simple combination of Jodan uke upper blocks with front punches and foot movement in an eye pattern. We will be showing you Jodan 1, 2, and 3, all very similar with very important distinctions. The purpose of this video is to teach the kata themselves. We assume that you know the proper techniques and stances. For each kata, we will show you the kata in full speed and half speed, and then we will break it down into key points to remember.
First, Kata Taikyoku Jodan number 1. Kata Jodan number 1 is a Jodan uke high block, a second tsuki to the head, moving forward with a modified Zenkutsudachi in a high position. As mentioned, I will demonstrate it at normal speed, then at a slower speed, and finally, I will demonstrate some key points in the kata. I will now do Kata Jodan number 1 at normal speed.
Taikyoku Kata Jodan number 1. Cut! Cut!
I will now do Kata Jodan number 1 at slow speed. As I do it, be sure and watch the foot movement and foot position.
Taikyoku Kata Jodan number 1. Cut! Cut! For Kata Jodan number 1, some key points to remember when we're doing the kata. When we start the kata, we're going to be in position. After you announce the kata ready, the first move is going to be a step forward with our right foot. Step forward. Simultaneously, you're going to block up with the Jodan uke high block. Then we're going to step forward and punch to the head. Very important for Jodan number 1, it's a punch to the head. Next, when we're blocking right here, waiting to do our 3 punches and then the ki, the cadence to remember is going to be 1, 2, 3. So let me show you, demonstrate to you how it's going to look like. It's going to be a punch, 1, ki. Let's try one more time. Block, 1, ki. Very important also to ki after the 3 punches.
Kata Jodan number 2 is a Jodan uke high block, a second tsuki to the midsection, moving forward with a full Zenkutsudachi in a lower position. I will now do Kata Jodan 2 at normal speed.
Kata Taikyoku Jodan number 2. Cut! Cut!
I will now do Kata Jodan number 2 at a slow speed. As I do it, be sure and watch the deeper stance.
Kata Jodan number 2. Cut! So some key points to remember with Jodan 2, very similar to Jodan 1, with a little bit different characteristics in our punches and our stances. So once again, we're in position. After we announce the kata, we're going to be in ready. Remember, students, step forward with the right foot and churn, block up with the high block, upper block, Jodan Uke block. Now, the punch is going to be a deeper Zenkutsudachi. So watch this. Step forward, deeper Zenkutsudachi with a punch to the midsection. Different than Jodan number 1, where we're punching to the face. Because we have a deeper stance on our punch is going to go to the stomach area. Another thing to remember is when we're doing our 3 punches, our cadence, once again, is going to be right here. 1, step forward. 1, 2, 3. So that's some key points to remember for Jodan number 2. Deeper Zenkutsudachi stance and a punch to the midsection rather than a punch to the face.
Kata Jodan number 3 is a Jodan Uke high block, a retracted second suki to the midsection, moving forward with a full Zenkutsudachi in a high position with another punch to the head. I will now demonstrate Kata Jodan 3 at normal speed.
Kata Taikyoku Jodan number 3. Here. Here.
I will now demonstrate Kata Jodan 3 at a slow speed. As I do it, be sure and watch the retracted punch.
Kata Taikyoku Jodan number 3. Here. Here. Some key points to remember for Jodan number 3, a little bit different than Jodan number 1 and Jodan number 2. A little bit more of a challenge, but very simple. We're going to step forward and is going to be a upper block, Jodan Uke block. Simultaneously, you're going to do a punch to the stomach. And then you're going to step forward and punch to the face rather than the stomach from Jodan number 2. Let me show you what I mean. You're going to step forward. One more time. Step forward, block, retracted punch, step forward, punch to the face. So the first punch that you do is going to be a little quicker than the second punch because we're going to step forward, block, retracted punch, and then step forward, punch to the face. Pay attention to the stance. Rather than a deeper Zenkutsudachi, it's a little bit more of a relaxed upper Zenkutsudachi stance. Rather than going deeper, we're going to be upright right here. And we're going to block, retracted punch, punch to the face. As we conclude the Kata Jodan series, some key points to remember. We're going to start the kata. With each one of these katas, we're going to start with a step forward with our right and a churn high Jodan Uke upper block for each one of the Jodan katas. Next, for Jodan number 1, is going to be a step forward punch to the face. For Jodan number 2, it's going to be a block, step forward, deep Zenkutsu, punch to the midsection. For Jodan number 3, is going to be a step, block, simultaneously you're going to do a punch to the midsection, step forward, punch to the face, similar to Jodan number 1. Also very important to stress, the cadence when we're doing our 3 punches is going to be 1, quick, 2, 3. Let me demonstrate for you. 1, kiai. Also don't forget the kiai. And to finish off, another way to look at this kata is a big I formation for Kata Jodan 1, 2, and 3. You're going to be doing an I formation, turning to the left, turning to the right, moving forward. After you do the turn, you're back, starting the kata all over again, just mirroring it. We're going to step forward, 1, 2, and back right here to where we started, making a big I formation. So those are some key points to remember for the Jodan series. Thank you so much for watching our Kata Jodan Taikyoku series. Now it's up to you. Please practice at home. Make sure you're doing each of them, 1, 2, and 3. A good way to practice is for you to incorporate them into your warm-ups before class or when you're at home. Remember, perfect practice makes perfect. Arigatou gozaimasu.